Hello everybody, Joe here once again, and it's time for a 5-lap race in a very soggy Mexico. That McLaren's jumped the start and I've got away quite slowly as I've been a bit swamped, but I think I had a bit of a laggy start there. But anyway, we are underway for some more online mayhem here. We're heading towards T1. I'm trying to stay out of trouble, but that wasn't doable because someone decided to absolutely violate my rear, and now I'm trying to go around the outside and there's just no room for me at all. I apologise for the racing point that I kind of slid into. Oh my goodness me, I'm veering across into him again. Apologies to the racing point driver. As I now have a look up the inside, no move there, as I've been hit up the back again. Yeah, I think I just need a keep your distance sticker on my rear wing. That's not social distancing, guys, that's just pure rear violation. Anyway, we're coming up to Sector 2 now. There's a lot of guys sliding behind me as I now settle into the race. It's P5, so not the worst start in the world. But I've taken a few hits and I've got some front wing damage because I got pushed into somebody. And that's just the most blatant corner cutting you will see in this entire video. And I wish I could say that's the only corner cutting you will see. Alright. Coming up to P4 then with a guy whose name is just too long to try and pronounce. He's gone very, very deep there. And you know what? I'm just going to nip him for P4. So not too bad a start. That Ferrari is drifting and he looks like he's compromised himself through the corner. So I'm going to just get alongside him on the straight. And that is now P3 up into third in this very sodden Mexican Grand Prix. As we now brake for the first corner, try and outbrake the Ferrari, but he's not only broke ridiculously late, but he's just swiped me there like someone swiping on Tinder, except no one swipes for me on Tinder because they have standards. Anyway, carrying on with this Mexican Grand Prix, I'm not too happy with that Ferrari driver and his swiping. Swiper, no, swiping! That's Dora the Explorer. I don't know what I'm on about. You know, maybe Mexico, I don't know. Anyway, back to the race at hand, and I'm chasing down this Ferrari, and I've got a queue of cars behind me, one of which I think is a Haas, and let me tell you now, it's a right pain in the Haas to have him right up my gearbox. Yeah, okay, I'll stop, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop with the puns and the silliness now. Back to the race, and the Haas now having a look up my inside. I've given him some space and he's run me wide, as he's entitled to do. He's entitled to have the line, it's his corner, but I've now gone quite deep into the left-hander and understeered into him. Still side by side with the Haas as we come towards the end of the lap. Going around the penultimate corner, the Haas is still side by side with me. I'm trying to give him as much respectful racing room as I can. Still side by side down the straight. This is some great wheel-to-wheel racing we are having here with the Haas driver. I've slotted back in at third. I'm half expecting him to send it up the inside of turn 1, which he doesn't do. Wow. Most people go full send into turn 1. This guy just didn't. So is he doing it wrong, or has everyone else done it wrong? Anyway, he's now going to have a look up the inside of me here, and I'm still battling him. We're side by side going into the next few corners. I've understeered into him there. I do apologise for that. I have front wing damage. The Haas now going around the outside of me and eventually getting the place from me. But you know what? Fair play to the Haas driver. That was fair. And very, very exciting racing with you. I really enjoyed that battle that we had as he now sets after the Ferrari. And I can see things are getting a little bit physical here. I think the Ferrari's weaving a bit and the Haas is ducking and diving, trying to find a way past. And he's going to the outside. The Ferrari taking the inside. The Haas has gone deep. The Ferrari goes very deep on the exit. And the Haas has to jam on the brakes. I have to jam on the brakes to avoid them. Down the inside the Haas goes. The Ferrari once again compromised on the corner. I'm going for the inside here, trying to find room, but trying also not to understeer to this into the Haas guy, who's now, well, I'm not sure what kind of defensive move that was, because I was already going for it, but I then ran into him. I've now gone up the inside of the Haas. The Ferrari has just done his usual swiping antics. And again, he's taken the Haas round with him. They've both missed the corner. Oh my days, these two aren't very friendly until the Ferrari's trying to ram the Haas off the road. And the Haas has now crashed thanks to the Ferrari swiping him. And the Haas has just wiped out the Ferrari. Wow. Wow, he was just done with that guy. You know what, the Haas guy was a fair racer, but that right there is just what happens when even the fairest of fair racers just lose their shit and they just can't do it anymore. I'm not gonna lie, seeing that unfold in front of me really threw me, and when I was doing this race, I was in absolute stitches. It's amazing that I kept the car pointing the right way. That's how things stayed until the end of the race. I did start catching the leader little by little, so I think he's had a moment somewhere. But I managed to hold P2 in the end, and the guy in third is starting to close up on me as well, but he wasn't able to make any inroads. So, in what was quite a hectic race full of some great battles, I am happy to take P2, but the highlight of the race has got to be the Haas driver just fully losing his cool and taking the Ferrari with him. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, punch the sub button, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye for now.